So let's talk about this new album, Silverback Gorilla Part 2. Now, why did you make it a Part 2?
I just, I wanted to get back to that frame of thought. Not saying that was my best seller or best body of work. It was more or less like I wanted to get back to that beast mode shit. Like I wanted to get back on that. I'm studying out. One thing with me and my brothers, like we watch what's going on around us, but we never become these guys. You know what I mean? Like I just wanted to get back in that frame of thought. And I got to address anybody that says, be like, because every time I do like, one of my album covers is like the half gorilla face and half this, they be like, all the Huey Newtons and all them out there be like, yo, man, setting us back and our date. And listen, that's just my way of thinking. You know what I mean? Period. Beast mode, gorilla shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting point because, if you look at historically, that was one of the things that, whites used to oppress black people by comparing them to that and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you actually got a lot of flack over that.
Yeah. On when I did I think it was on Def Jam when I did the half gorilla face. It was like, yo, fam, what you doing? Man, I've been on that silverback shit, like on some beast mode shit. So, I'm a big guy and I just felt like, yo, king of this jungle shit. You know what I mean? Grinding, beast mode on them. That's it. My way of thinking, period.
I mean, to be fair, 50 Cent called his crew Gorilla Unit, G Unit for short. G-Unit. So it's not like you're the only one that's done this.
Nah, not at all. And that's this, I think, and even with them, it's probably like on some gorilla shit, some big man coming through type, you know what it is when you see us type shit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Now, I'm looking through the track listing right now. You got a lot of features.
Yeah, I did, man. Everybody that I got on it from like, I can say this one thing, I'm a fan, Vlad. And I think you know that, like, I love the game. I appreciate everybody that's in it, especially like guys that I got on like MOP. And I seen them perform not too long ago on tour and all that, man. Them boys is beast. Like, yo, these young boys that think something, them boys get busy on stage. You know what I mean? MOP is a legend. So like to have them on my album, Bill Dance and Trey the Truth out of Texas and like Joel Ortiz, like one of the illest MCs out there. Salute to his whole crew, the Slaughterhouse and all that. This Fab, one of the most craziest slick talkers out there, to my partners Jada and Styles, to you name it, man. The list goes on. The Ghostface to Swizz Beatz. Man, I just try to bring it to you and like give you a full album and show growth lyrically with me. You know what I mean? And production wise.
Sure. Now you and Swizz Beatz, you go back.
Yeah,
how'd you guys reconnect for this project?
How do we reconnect? Just him sending me beats and me asking him to like, at the same time, during that process, like we was working on a lot of LOX records too. So I was getting my album together, Kiss was getting his album together, I was throwing him a song that I need him to do a hook on. So like we just have a bunch of stuff laying around. So we're like, yo, I got the perfect one for you, Swizz. And like, yo. And then he came up with it, he was like, yo. I remember it was like, I was on my way to the gym, it was like 8 in the morning. He was like, yo. He sent me a text, but with the music with it, like, yo, and he was chanting the hook. Tell me what you really want the money for. And then he called me later, like, yo, I did a verse to it. You can keep it if you want. I was like, hell yeah, I'm keeping it, man. You know what I mean? It's Swizz Beatz, man.
That's the thing about Swizz is that no matter, how big he gets, how, when he gets his Aston Martin position or his position at Reebok or, he married to an R&B superstar, he still goes back. What I mean? And still fucks with the day ones and
real
still
talk.
fucks with the underground dudes.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying? Like still does the music.
That's real shit. And I think that's why we showed up. We 2 days ago we did the Global Spin Awards and we came out and gave him, he didn't even know we was gonna present it to him, about 300 million records sold. Like, you know what I mean? That he's been a part of. And we gave him that award. You know what I mean? He even came out last night at Kiss album release party, like just bugging out, like having fun. He's a good dude, man. For real.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've known Swizz forever. And Swizz,
definitely,
Swizz
I know.
Always keeps it 100.
Yep.
Yeah, he always keeps it 100. Now, how'd you get Pusha T on the record?
Pusha T, I just, how'd I get Pusha on the record, man? My man Shroom out of the Netherlands sent me this track, and I was just like, yo, I just could hear him on it. And then I just gave him a call, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I need you on this record. He was like, yo, Sheek, man. Pretty much everybody that got on this album was saying that, yo, man, we big fans, nigga. You crazy? I'm doing this immediately. And he did it and sent it back immediately. It wasn't no industry talk. Like, how motherfuckers curve you and shit? Nah, everybody that's on my album, I want it on my album because I'm a fan of theirs and them motherfuckers is real and I respect what they did. And I just heard him with that bong bong and he, coming with that King Push and Push talk, that crazy shit. So it's like, it worked.
Yep. Now, what about A$AP Ferg? How did that come together?
Ferg, we was on tour and shit in Colorado. somewhere. We was running around and all that, and I seen him and his uncle and everybody. I used to buy shirts off his pops back then. You know what I mean? And you know, that's neither here nor there. But long story short, he had it popping in the industry with all the T-shirts. So I remember his family, and then me hearing his music and his energy that he brings to every song. I was like, yo, I had this beat that my man Jimmy Dukes did, and Kiss was like, yo, I need to get on this record for one, and yo, let's call Ferg or whoever, like Ferg, to get on this with that same kind of energy. And that's how that happened. I gave him a call. He was like, what? Send it. Ferg told me a story. He was like, yo, he was in the studio with Pharrell, and Pharrell stepped out. He threw the beat on and recorded my joint real quick. Like, you know what I mean? Word.
That's what's up. So you actually took a pause from a Pharrell session to work on your shit.
Yeah. He said, yo, Pharrell stepped out. He said Pharrell stepped out, and he said he banged that out real quick. Crazy. We shot the video too. Word, it's sick. I'll send it to you.
Now you got Ghostface on it. How'd that come together?
That's my brother. Same management, who's not a Wu-Tang Clan fan? You know what I mean? And then, and so be it, we got the same management, you know, and we got the same energy. You know, both big dudes, both on the same rah-rah shit, like, you know what I mean? And just us touring, and we do a lot of touring together. Like, we always on the road forever. We just got back from Mexico City, like a couple of days ago. You know what I mean? Like, and just me, I heard the track once again from my man Shroom out the Netherlands. You know what I mean? I heard the track and I was like, yo, Ghost gotta rip this. Cause you know when Ghost rap, he come with that he paints the picture of like, yo, kiwi strawberry curtains, fucking you know what I mean? He brings that whole vivid shit, he brings it to life crazy. So I was like, yo, he gonna kill this track right here, man.
It's interesting that you have Ghostface on there, because recently Billboard magazine put out a top 10 rapper of all time.
I seen that.
I think the biggest thing that really shook things up is Ghostface being number 8 on the list. Well, yeah. Ghostface being number 8 on the list and Tupac not being on the list are the two things that really got everyone upset.
Yo, Ghost, man, he deserves to be on the list, man. And Pac deserves to be on the list. But you know, everybody's gonna have their own list, Vlad. Like, I mean, yo, honestly, my list may be a whole different list than what they put out. But if you go to that high school over there, their whole fucking list may be nobody on our list. You get what I'm saying? I kind of think it's like a generation thing too. You get what I'm saying? Like, because like that list may not, that whole high school over there or whatever high school that I'm looking out this window, whatever, they might not know none of the motherfuckers on that list. I mean, they heard of a Jay-Z, of course, and this and that, but it's a generation thing. So it's hard to argue about who's better, LeBron or Michael Jordan. You get what I'm saying? It's hard to say that because my views ain't going to be your views because your views are right now. Mine's are what I seen.
I mean, personally, I'm fine with Ghostface being on the list. I can see the argument for that. And ultimately, as you know, because we put out a lot of lists ourselves, and there's no such thing as a list that anyone agrees with.
Right. That's kind of my point.
You cannot create a top 10 list that really anyone says, yeah, that's a good list.
Right.
Everyone will always say, yeah, number 4, nah, you bugging. Number 7, nah, man, you retarded for that. Like, you always get that.
And then I seen the shit when it was like, yo, you know, my brother Kiss, top 5, put the project out. He's supposed to be on that joint, period. You know what I'm saying? I want me and my brother, me and Styles, everybody's supposed to be on it. But you're right, everybody gonna have a whole nother list on who's supposed to be there. You ask anybody about basketball or top 5 movies, they gonna argue and say, nah, man, you bugging. You know what I mean? Let's be clear, Pac definitely supposed to be on there too.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I just think that,
yo, to me,
with someone like a Tupac,
Scarface to me supposed to be on there. Fucking yeah, hell yeah. Like, yo, it's a few. Yeah. I think, yo, you know what they should do? Instead of like top 5 or top 10 or top whatever, they should make like a top 30. And that may be too short.
Yeah, or a top 100. I mean, because there's so many rappers. You know, for example, like people don't feel Kendrick should be on the list because he's too new.
Yeah. That boy get busy though. He get busy. I was on tour. I was just did a few shows.
All-time favorite. You know what I'm saying? When you say an all-time list,
yeah,
it's like he has 2 albums.
Right. So you got to see what happens later. A couple more years.
Yeah.
Real talk. Exactly. That's real.
Now, Jada just dropped his new album.
Salute to my boy, top 5, Dead or Alive, baby.
Top 5, Dead or Alive.
Yep.
So I got to ask, who are your top 5 Dead or Alive?
It might, see, here we go. My shit may be different than yours, Vlad.
Okay. I want to hear yours.
My list will be like, of course, Big, Nas, Hove. Like, let's get that out the way because everybody says that 3 right there. Okay. You know what I mean? But I may have I may got Kane and Cool G Rap on there. You get what I'm saying? KRS-One type shit. Like, you know what I mean? LL the GOAT, because like, yo, come on, on up until this day, as far as everything he's doing to this day, to where, you know, period. I may have like I don't know, man. It's you know, it's crazy. Of course, ourselves, us three.
I mean, is Jadakiss on the?
Jada's definitely on that list. My boy get busy lyrically. My boy get 100%. He get busy on what he be doing and shit. Lyrically, putting that shit down and all that. And the one thing about him and my guys, they so humble that if he wanted to be on some other shit and talk shit, he could. You know what I mean? But he don't, because it's like that ain't where he's cut. That ain't the cloth he's cut from. Mm-hmm. But he could show his ass if he wanted to. Period.
Okay, so you got Biggie, Jay, Nas, Jadakiss.
Kiss. See
One more.
I gotta pick one more.
You gotta pick one.
I'm gonna go with Kane, man. I'm gonna go with Kane. I think Kane introduced the whole. But then I left out Rakim. I'm leaving out like. See what I'm saying? That list, that 5 is so short.
One person.
It gotta be Kane. It gotta be Big Daddy Kane for me. And I think Styles will look at me right now like, nigga, if you ain't say Kane, you fronting for this fucking camera, because I know that you was running with, you know what I mean? Kane was the first, to me, like, you know how motherfuckers rap with metaphors and all that? Kane was the first one he said, so put a quarter in your ass because you played yourself. Like, them kind of like wordplay, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, Kane is incredible.
Yeah.
I'm a Kane fan.
Word up. Word.
You know, so I could definitely see that argument.
He started all that kind of shit. I mean, of course, I can't forget about like people like Lord Finesse and all them, like them metaphor kind of rappers. Yeah, but you know, but Kane to me.
Michelle handed Beyonce the phone, and she was like, "Hey, are you gonna come?" And that's when I told her, "You know, I live 45 minutes away from the airport, so even if I wanted to come, that's not going to happen." Like, I'm like, "Why are you? Nobody called me." And then she just gave Michelle the phone back.
My favorite thing in the book is letting people know that you got to watch how you treat people, because you can go to a radio station and you can see somebody that's the trash man and you can treat them like shit. And you can go to that same station a year later and that trash man might be the program director.